Hey everyone, welcome to the Dice Tower. My name is Chris, and today I'm looking at Sweet Existence, the Strange Planet board game party game for 4 to 8 players, where players are trying to obtain the most sweet discs and not get eliminated by revealing the parish square. What does that mean? Well, come to the table, I'll show you, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Here's the setup for a game of Sweet Existence. Players in front of them will have 6 sweet discs, which are cookies, which is points. They'll also have 3 existence squares. What these existence squares show on the front of them really doesn't matter. Players will take a peek at them. They're just still frames from the webcomic. Not still frames, but they're just little shots of the webcomic. But one of these existence squares in a 4-player game will be the parish square. It says parish on it. That's the only thing that matters, basically. Parish. You don't want to reveal this because if you reveal this, you are eliminated from the game. And at that point, whoever has the most cookies or points is going to be the winner. So the general flow of the game is that you flip over a card and do what it says. This is the action square deck. You flip it over and do what it says. So let's start over here on the player to the left. They flip over a card that says expose one of your existence squares. So that player gets to just flip over one of these. Which one? It doesn't matter because it's not a parish square. Whenever a player is forced to reveal one of these, they get to grab a sweet disc from any player. They're going to take one from this player. Now, here's one of the other little catches of the game. You'll see that there are these green connection squares. These two people enjoy tender narratives, whereas this one enjoys medium danger, this one enjoys orb catching. That means nothing about those two over here, but over here it means these two are connected players. Since they're connected, every time that one of these players gets to obtain cookies or sweet discs, the other player also gets to do it. So this player took a sweet disc from over there, and this player is going to take a sweet disc from any player over here. Whoa, look at that. Off to a lead. The next player goes. They flip over a card and do what it says. This one says exchange connection squares with a being that you're not connected to. So this person no longer wants to do orb catching. They want to swap over here and enjoy tender narratives so that they can get cookies or sweet discs more often. The next player goes, flips over a card. Oh, it's a blue card. The blue card means that you give it to any player. And once a player has 2 blue cards in front of them, they have to flip over one of their existence squares. Hold on to your seats. The bottom player goes, swap existence squares between any 2 beings. This person says, whoa, Agent of Chaos. Except remember that those are both not the pair squares, so it doesn't matter. A player over here on the left is going to go, oh, give this one to somebody. Huzzah! Player up top goes, take 1 sweet disc from any other being. They're going to take one from here. Wait a minute, they're connected to this player, so this one's going to take a sweet disc from over here. I hope you see how just fast and ripping this is. Wow, this player is going to go over here and force this person to flip over one of their existence squares because they have 2 blue cards in front of them now. This player says, whoa, what should I do? Obviously don't flip over the parish square. They'll just flip over one of these. This player goes now, and they take all sweet discs from one of your connected beings and lose your connected square. They're not connected to anyone. They can't do that, so they flip over another card. Every being transfers an existence square to the right. Woo! Zoink. 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 Fantastic. Every being transfers an existence square to the player to the right. Next player goes, every being transfers an existence square to the right. Every being transfers an existence square to the left. So you get the flow of the game. At some point, players will eventually have so many of these flipped over that at some point that they will have to reveal the parish square. Oh no, this person and the player they're connected to are now eliminated from the game, and now whoever has the most sweet discs is the winner. So, as you can tell from my rules explanation, I'm not very impressed with this game. In fact, I'm the opposite of impressed. I'm like every shirt in my closet. I'm unpressed or unimpressed or whatever. I don't like cash grabs like this because the theme of this game, The Strange Planet, it's a very popular webcomic. It's hilarious. It's really fun. So many people like it. So many people will see this in store and say, hey, Strange Planet, the board game, and then they'll be introduced to this. It's just a deck of cards that happens at you. It's really unfortunate because this game takes a cue from a couple of other games that I either enjoy or respect at least a little bit or whatever. There's a big debate about exploding kittens in the board gaming community. A lot of people don't like it. I don't like it, but it's a game. This barely is a game. There's not really much choice to what's going on. From whom are you going to steal a sweet disc? Is that the choice that you want to make about 12 times in the game before the game ends? And you might not even always be able to actually grab that many because of the cards. And you saw at one point, card after card is just kind of the same thing. There's very little space in this game. What bothers me is that as I was setting it up for the first time and learning it and stuff and teaching, I thought, this could be interesting. The idea that you've got the 3 existence squares in front of you, and one of them's the parish, right? It reminds me of a game called Good Cop, Bad Cop. But Good Cop, Bad Cop has a really good dynamic to it where there's 3 face-down cards in front of everyone, and there's cards that are, there's actions that you can take to be able to look at other players' face-down cards, and you're trying to determine, are 2 of the 3 of their cards good or bad cop cards, or are all 3 of them good? And then if a lot of them are good with one player, that means there's fewer good cop cards spread around the table, so you don't know at this table who is on your team and who's not. And then there's ways for, swap cards with other players. You might swap loyalties, which team you're on in this social deduction game. This isn't social deduction. This isn't a lot of things. And I think that's the struggle that I have with it. It's boring. The entire group, I think we played this with 7 players was the largest group. And so, it's not that I played it with too small of a group. Maybe this dynamic is better larger or smaller or anything. It's just not interesting. It's just weird. You randomly shuffle out those connection squares. 3 players in a game might be connected to each other? Or only 2? It's very strange. It's very not fun. Don't buy this. If you see this at a store somewhere, just... what good comes of it? You have a bunch of prints, a bunch of, small square prints of some of the frames from the webcomic. Just go to the internet and you're going to have a better time. Go to the internet to look at this webcomic and you'll have a better time. Let me clarify that. But yeah, I can't recommend it. I'm giving this game a 3 out of 10 because it is just ever so barely a game. There's so many things that are better than this. I think Exploding Kittens is more of a game and it's more interesting and shorter, to be honest. So that's Strange Planet, Strange Existence. That's Sweet Disc, the cookie game. That's this thing. So anyway, my name is Chris from the Dice Tower. Thanks for watching.